Hello, I'm Mike Gordon. Welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Pokemon Gold and Silver for the Game Boy Color. Last time we caught quite a number of Pokemon, actually evolved quite a number of Pokemon, and I won our 5th badge, the Storm Badge from Chuck. And now that we have arrived at Ceilwood, Olivine, Mahogany, and Lake of Rage, and we have access to fly, it is now time to battle the second batch of second team rematches. And to perform this trick, I'm going to manip the daylight savings, and I chose this time specifically so I could go back and forth between day and night. So I could catch our Pokemon exclusive during the day and night. So both games wound up drawing Juggler Irwin first on Route 34. And Gold's gonna go ahead and face him right straight away. However, Silver's going to take a little detour. Talk to the younger haircut brother. And get our Eevee spruced up little haircut. Eevee still needs the affection value, so he can evolve a lot sooner than later. And a bit of spoiler, I will be duping these two Eevees so I could get Umbreon and Espeon straight away. And both games run into Psyduck first, and Gold caught Psyduck. So time to read some entries. It has mystical powers, but doesn't recall that it has used them. That's why it always looks puzzled. Puzzled, more like derpy. If its chronic headache peaks, it may exhibit odd powers. It seems unable to recall such an episode. Alright. And I need to get both games ready for the fight against Juggler Irwin, so Quilava takes the front spot. And both games now use Sweet Scent strats to spawn a Golduck. When it swims at full speed using its long, webbed limbs, its forehead somehow begins to glow. And now it's Silver's turn to read the Pokedex entry. It appears by waterways at dusk. It may use telekinetic powers if its forehead glows mysteriously. There's that word mysteriously again. So yeah, we already battled all the trainers we need to we call the necessary Pokemon. Psyduck and Golduck can be caught at any time of the day. And as per usual, I actually play Gold first and then Silver, which is why Silver, as per usual, has better routing than Gold does. Previously, both games finished at the same time because Silver had to wait on Gold so I could read its Voltorb and Electrode entries. Lava use Flame Wheel. And typically I just use the Pokemon I think can do the most against these trainers. And Quilava still needs to evolve too. Quilava use Flame Wheel. Irwin was defeated. So now we fly. Now that we battled all the trainers here, it's time to fly back to to Mom so we could get the Pokedex entries changed. And oh yeah, I gotta delete Juggler Irwin's. Oops, that was a mistake in Gold. So now Silver gets to pull ahead and never look back thanks to that little goof. So who's Silver's next opponent? It looks like Schoolboy Alan, Route 36. Which is perfect because there are some daytime encounters I need to catch. I neglected. And Gold gets Catcher Arnie. So first things first, Silver's gotta take a little detour to try and catch Sentret and Geodude while it's still daylight. It stands on its tail so it can see a long way. If it spots an enemy, it cries loudly to warn its kind. So Gold decided to take the detour to catch Pidgey up on Route 37, and I was hoping that Silver already would run into Pidgey, but I guess not. So I have to go plan B with Pidgey here, but at least I got Sentret. So I catch Pidgey on Route 37. The reason why Gold caught Pidgey on Route 37 is because I thought I could catch Pidgeotto in the morning, but I guess not. It usually hides in tall grass. Because it dislikes fighting, it protects itself by kicking up sand. Now for Geodude. It uses its arms to steadily climb steep mountain paths. It swings its fists around if angered. Alright. Now all these rematches are missable because they're the second teams. And once I make it past the next checkpoint, a number of these battles will be upgraded to the third teams instead. Because these battles are missable, I gotta fight them. Now. In Gold and Silver, every trainer that offers you a phone call has three different teams. And the second teams are always missable. In Gold and Silver. They're not missable in Crystal because you have to battle each team sequentially in that game. The story checks are not the only thing that dictates the team upgrades. You have to complete the story checks as well. You have to battle them sequentially and complete the story checks. Sorry, I'm just rambling around. So I wound up already having Schoolboy Alan in Gold version from previously. And I was just heading down to battle Arnie. I think I forgot that I already got Alan's number, and I was just confused was all. But this works out fine because I'm going to be battling Now I'm going to capture Pidgey since I'm on Route 36, and Pidgey is available on this route. Alright. Common in grassy areas and forests, it is very docile, and will chase off enemies by flapping up sand. So Gold's gonna go ahead and nab the next 3 set phone numbers because there are 11 phone numbers. 11 second teams that we need a rematch. He's gonna register Chad's number. Hopefully if anything comes up. So, Silver's battling Pokefan Beverly because I happen to be in the area, and she's the only other rematch trainer that's active. That's within the vicinity. Gold triggers a rematch with Schoolboy Jack, however, but too bad that Pokefan Beverly's inactive in Gold. So why did I head down here? Well, I head down here because I realized maybe a little too late in Gold version that in that case. I realized I forgot that I needed to get Eevee's haircut in Gold version. Silver already got it, so. And Silver is now going to go ahead and get these 3 phone numbers. It does seem like that Gold has pulled ahead, but keep in mind that Silver has made a number of captures that Gold hasn't in a while. Well, apart from Pidgey. Gold also ends up doing a ton of things that are not highly optimized, let's just say. Gold's very rough around the edges, Silver isn't. So I got the 3 replacement phone numbers after clearing 3 trainers, so which means we have 8 more rematches to go in both games. And Silver triggers a rematch with Catcher Arnie. That's nice. So I'm flying down Violet City so I could reach Catcher Arnie as quickly as possible. As well as make a capture at Sprout Tower since it's nightfall. Sweet sense, you run into a Gastly. Getting rid of Schoolboy Jack's phone number now because we already got beaten his second team. And Jimmy caught a Gastly. Yay! Its thin body is made of gas. It can envelop an opponent of any size and cause suffocation. So, Gold's next opponent is Camper Todd, and I believe Picnicker Gina's number is still active as well. But before we do that, Gold needs to now make the captures on Route 29 and 46, specifically Sentret and Geodude. So while Silver battles rematches Catcher Arnie, Gold's gonna go add more to his Pokedex. Sentret was added to Pokedex. Very cautious Pokemon. It raises itself up using its tail to get a better view of its surroundings. Alright. I'm gonna use Cut here so we can shortcut our way to Route 46. I'm sure we know that Silver in its shortcut at the cuttable tree bush because I didn't need to hit the tree. I still needed to run into a Pidgey, which didn't work. But in Gold, it's more optimized not to get into unnecessary encounters. Most people may not notice, but a closer look should reveal that there are many Geodude around. And speaking of Geodude, Silver's trigger a rematch with Hiker Anthony, which is a hot spot for Pokemon captures, among other things. Because a day has passed, which means we can talk to Kurt and pick up our next Pokeball. And this Pokeball is gonna be an immediate help for us. Meanwhile, Gold has triggered rematches against Camper Todd with a still active rematch against Picnicker Gina. Looking for Alligator into box 141 to 160. And we're moving Gyarados into our party. You gotta speak to Kurt, and we got a Friend Ball. The only other Pokeball we'll be using this entire run, outside of the map, the entire rest of this run, apart from the Master Ball. Why? Because Friend Ball gives an instant 200-point boost in the affection system for any Pokemon caught, and there are 2 Pokemon we need to catch with it. One of them that we can catch right away, so there's no point in duping it. And the other is very, very late into the run. I'm gonna get rid of Leer and Strength and Dragon Rage for Surf and Strength. And I'm gonna give him a Red Ball since I still need to turn all the Apricorns into Pokeballs. And Silver's heading down to Slowpoke well. And we ran into a wild Slowpoke almost immediately. So, our Quilava's gonna be battling Gina, while Silver's busy capturing Pokemon at the Slowpoke well. We caught Slowpoke. A sweet sap leaks from its tail's tip. Although not nutritious, the tail is pleasant to chew on. Alright. And we also need a Slowbro. Which is a surfing encounter in Slowpoke well, and I believe only in the deepest parts of Slowpoke well, too. And, by the way, because we're on Route 34, taking care of the trainers here, we can actually go on a bit of a side quest while we're here. But first, let's delete Todd and Gina's numbers. And swap Meganium to the front of the party. We picked up TM18. I'm not quite sure what it does off the top of my head. At least not in Gold and Silver. In Red and Blue, TM18 is counter, which sucks. And there was a hidden rare candy in the tree. And with Sweet Scent, we triggered an encounter with us, female Slowbro. So, Master Ball, go! Got Slowbro. So Meganium here is naturally dull to begin with. It lost its ability to feel pain due to Shelter's seeping poison. Side quest in Gold is that we are going to take our Meganium to these 3 trainers and battle each of them sequentially. We have to defeat them all in sequential order. And we got the King's Rock. Ooh. And honestly, it's a good thing that Gold and Silver are doing different things, because that means there's basically no risk of an overlap in Pokedex entries, as both games are doing completely different stuff at their own little pace. Go Bayleef. Use Razor Leaf. Just gotta spam Razor Leaf. And watch this. He goes from a Geodude and a matchup to a Geodude and a Machamp. Oh, not Mudchoke? That's kind of weird. I think Hiker Anthony's team is bugged. He's supposed to have Mudchoke at this point, but instead he has Machamp. And the funniest part is his next team uses Mudchoke, Graveler and Mudchoke instead, so that's all the more odd that he goes from Machamp to Machamp to Mudchoke. I don't think any other team does that in Gold and Silver. And just like that, Silver's Bayleef evolved into Meganium. So there's another encounter we need to do. Meganium's breath has the power to revive dead grass and plants that can make them healthy again. And Gold's gonna read his Pokedex entry last because, I don't know the full pacing yet, so it's best to put that off till the very end. In one version, and then do it almost immediately at the other. Alright, we got Hoppip! Its body is so light it must grip the ground firmly with its feet to keep from being blown away. And as a reward for defeating the 3 cool trainers of Route 34, we can talk to the 3rd one again to obtain a soft stand, which actually powers up ground type moves. Gold has to head down to Mom's to perform yet another trick, while Silver finishes up his captures for the episode. Looks like Pokefan Derek is next. First of the new trainers to rematch. Capable of flying safely in dark places, it emits ultrasonic cries to check for any obstacles. And Zubat here is the Pokemon I wanted to catch with a friend ball. One of the 2 Pokemon I wanted to catch with a friend ball. He's level 5 as well, so it's probably not perfect, but it'll be close enough that I can probably close the gap with my HP ups. Because Zubat now has base happiness of 200. Oh look, Gastly and Quagsire at the same time. We caught Quagsire, and we're gonna catch Gastly now. Due to its relaxed and carefree attitude, it often bumps its head on boulders and buttholes as it swims. With its gas-like bite, it can sneak into any place it desires. However, it can be blown away by wind. Alright. And now Silver going to catch a Wooper. The last Pokemon of the day. As now Gold heads down to rematch Pokefan Derek. When it walks around on the ground, it coats its body with a slimy, poisonous film. And that's it for all the possible rematches in this game. And I realized... Alright. So we are now... So now both games are going to be in sync with their captures. Hi, welcome. Returning home. So now I'm going to manipulate the clock again so I could get my next rematch. Schoolboy Jack for Silver version. And that's all Silver has left to do now are the rematches. And Gold gets Hiker Anthony. Now, I went with Hiker Anthony here so I could rematch him during the day because all the remaining Pokemon that Gold needs to catch are daytime captures. So we don't turn off the power. Should we save the game? Alright. Alright, and I'm just gonna be manipulating my party so I bring back for Alligator in Silver version. And Gold, because Gold is very sloppy, I need to make sure that I have Gyarados with Surf and Strength and on the right moves too. We use the red apricorn. So yeah, I need to obtain every type of Pokeball in the game. And then I decided, yeah, I could just head down north here. So Silver is gonna go, and oh yeah. Gold made a huge mistake that's gonna cost him big time. You know, I had no one to blame but myself for that one. So, Silver's gonna rematch Schoolboy Jack now with Quilava. So, I literally need to drop off for Alligator. Pokedex entry number 160, so it makes sense. Now we're at Gyarados. Since Gyarados can learn Surf and Strength, I don't need to sacrifice another party member for him. What? Deleting Schoolboy Jack's number. So it's kind of interesting. You're literally seeing mistakes in my run of Gold version. Mistakes in Slowdown. And that actually helps bolster Silver's routing abilities. Meganium. Matching Hiker Anthony. And now, oh yeah, yeah, we're rematching Camper Todd, and I think Silver's Picnicker Gina is also still active. Which is amazing because we're a half hour into this run. Cannot one-shot the Machamp. Too bad. Gold uses Body Slam. So now it's Silver's turn to take on this little rematch. Alright, Quilava, you're up. And now to rematch Picnicker Gina. That is always great to have. To keep from being blown away by the wind, they gather in clusters. They do enjoy gentle breezes, though. Alright, you know, we are doing the same thing that Silver did and try and wrap up the encounters here. First we're going to try to spawn a Zubat, and then we're going to try capturing it with a Friend Ball. Again, there's one other Pokemon that we want to use the Friend Ball on, but that's not till very, very late into the game. Flying, it constantly emits ultrasonic waves from its mouth to check its surroundings. And now Silver's gonna take a part in the Cool Trainers are Route 34 side quest. All for some goddamn soft sand. I immediately run into a Quagsire and Gold version. Alright, we caught Quagsire. This carefree Pokemon has an easygoing nature. While swimming, it always bumps into boat holes. And Quagsire, no. And now, one last Sweet Scent, so I could spawn a Wooper. So yeah, both Zubats were caught with a Friend Ball, but again, there is one more friendship Pokemon I need to catch with a Friend Ball later on. This Pokemon lives in cold water. It will leave the water to search for food when it gets cold outside. Anthony's number. So we just have so all we have left are Chad, Beverly, and Dana. But before we do that, Gold needs to make some emergency captures because I actually forgot about the Slowpoke well. Well, sort of. I did visit previously, but I forgot that I never got to explore it fully. Master Ball, go! Alright, we got ourselves a female Slowpoke! It lazes vacantly near water. If something bites, its tail, it won't even notice for a whole day. Alright. Last trainer on Route 34. Going into these caves. Pick up Team 18. Oh, I know what it is! Team 18, I think, is Rain Dance. Yeah, that's what it was. And what triggered it was, I actually remembered the anime, where a whole plot point with when they visit the Slowpoke well was Team Rocket was attacking Slowpoke well, and Azalea Town was under a brutal drought as well. So by causing Team Rocket blast off again so they were no longer stealing water from the well, literally caused the Slowpoke to start yawning, which called forth the Rain Dance. So we talked to this guy so we could get King's Rock. We need to use that in order to evolve Slowpoke in Poliwhirl. Meanwhile, Silver has triggered a rematch with Lastana. We're now done with the... We just need to clear out the rematch trainers from routes 38 and 39. And here we are trying to capture Slowbro. And we got him. If the tail-bind shelter is thrown off in a harsh battle, it reverts to being an ordinary Slowpoke. And there we go. We caught Slowbro, and I think we caught everything that we could catch in both games. So all we have left are the remaining rematches. And we didn't get it that time. I think I just did extra input there. So it's Lastana. Lastana as well, huh? So now we fly down to Olivine City, and we're gonna start rematching the remaining trainers. I think Gold has 3 more targets. Silver has 2 more targets because of Lastana. That's how you know how far ahead Silver is compared to Gold. And now we are finally got to chase Chad here. Chasing Schoolboy Chad, that's such a... Anyways, Meganium's using Razor Leaf to take out Lastana's Flaffy, but it's not a one-shot. And that's kind of the quandary with Meganium. You basically have to deal with crappy physical and special stats. I just might actually, though, you know something? I think I have an idea. Yeah, I think I've got myself an idea that I could take full advantage of. So, Feraligator's gonna battle Mr. Mime because of Bite. It's also not an issue that the next Pokemon afterwards is Magnemite, which Feraligator should be weak to, but and Gold gets to chase Chad some more. So after we beat up Chad, it's now time to... Yep, Surf is a one-shot Magnemite, so the type discrepancy doesn't matter. Especially since Surf deals neutral damage to Steel types. One of the few types that Steel doesn't resist is Water. So we get rid of Chad. And now that Gold has a rematch with Chad, he has to swap out, and Gold decides to do this now for some reason. And let's move some of the Pokemon to their new boxes. And Silver rematches Pokefan Derek. That is literally the last, that's the very last thing to accomplish here. While Gold is just moving the fully evolved lines to their new homes in their respective PC boxes. While Silver gets to take out the last rematch of the day, Pokefan Derek. And this one's really easy. Just use a Flame Wheel to one-shot the Pikachu. Too bad we can't evolve Quilava quite yet, but he's getting there. Honestly, I think the best part about doing things this way with the rare candy trick is that now I don't have to worry about... having to optimize my team specifically so I can fully evolve each and every Pokemon. And now I'm battling the endgame boss, the final boss, with a criminally under-leveled team. So I decided to get to save 22,700 gil with my mom, as that's all the gil that we need my mom to spend to get all the items into our PC box. And even if it isn't everything, it's close enough. So I deposit the soft sand that I got so I could have room in my inventory to get everything I need. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna set up Gold and Silver so I could finally be ready to fully evolve Togepi, evolve both my Eevees into Umbreon and Espeon, and even fully evolve Zubat. But Gold still has one last trainer to rematch, and it's Pokefan Beverly. So now Silver gets to move around the Pokemon in the PC boxes to where they belong, while Gold decides the best place to meet Beverly is directly south from the entrance to National Park. Is that the shortest route to Beverly? I don't know. It's either that or Violet City or Ecruteak City. Yeah, of course, one of those three. So I'm actually moving my party around, so I have Hoppip, Pidgey, Zubat, Togepi, Eevee, and one other filler Pokemon. I think Gastly should be about right. I will do most of the grinding off screen, so there you go. Pokefan Beverly was defeated. So I'm just going to delete Beverly's phone number right now. And we're flying down to Mom's so we could I want to sell all but one of my nuggets. And as well as the loose rare candy that I picked up. The duplication glitch with the rare candy trick basically ensures that no matter what happens from here on out, Silver will have. Not only will Silver have enough gil to buy whatever I want, I will always have 99 rare candies at the very least. So Silver's just gonna old for a while, as Gold just sort of meanders for a bit, because as you can see, we've yet to mess around with. And this is probably the one mistake I've made in this run. I should have just done the money saving thing, and I should have just kept it. I should have just kept that an hour back. Daylight savings still over, it's still nightfall, because I just realized this is the best opportunity that I have evolving Eevee into both Espeon and Umbreon. I'm gonna get at for quite a while. Goes to show just how important it is to optimize your routes. So now, but I will fix the issue off screen, so I will have Espeon and Umbreon. In the meantime, I'm just going to optimize my team so I can begin the same level up and evolve everything trick, so I could get it all done in front of your eyes next time on my perfect playthrough. Oh, and speaking of perfect playthrough, not only am I going to fully evolve all my recent captures, as well as my 3 happiness evolutions. I actually want Pidgey on my team, not whoever I happen to have in my party. So, after I read Meganium's Pokedex entry, after I finish reading Meganium's Pokedex entry, I will be signing out. Next time, I will be fully evolving all these Pokemon, including my 3 happiness evolutions, and then I'm gonna take on Union Cave and the Ruins of Alph at long last. Let's just read Meganium's phone entry and I'll sign out. The aroma that rises from its petals contains a substance that calms aggressive feelings. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon, sign out.